Here now in the weather studio as it's time for this week's Ask Your Meteorologist. Jacob Dickey is here with me. All right, Jacob, we have some questions for you today.
Lots of people always have questions. We're here to answer them. That's the thing.
That's why we love Ask Your Meteorologist with you here today. Here's our first question. We've had some talk about cold air funnels, tornadoes, dust devils, and more recently. What are the differences between them?
Yeah, so we've been talking in the forecast, of course, some cold air funnels last week, the chance for be a tornado or a land spout yesterday, things of that. And so I want to talk to you a little bit about what these things are. I named 4 different things that have rotated here for you to kind of illustrate what they are. So first off, tornado, then a land spout, cold air funnel, and a dust devil. We could add a 5th thing, a water spout. We don't really have that many lakes around here that produce water spouts. So let's go through those here. First off, a tornado, that's a rotating updraft. That originates in the clouds here. That's important. It's a strong rotation to clouds, and that rotation then moves towards the ground as a funnel cloud, then touches down, becomes a tornado. Then we've got a land spout. A land spout often occurs in situations with rising motion in the atmosphere, and that's usually as an updraft of a shower or a thunderstorm is growing here. Generally, you see those spin from the ground up. They tend to be weaker, still can cause some damage, but unlike their counterparts, tornadoes, tornado is a rapidly rotating updraft of a storm, a mesocyclone, as we have. A land spout generally just is underneath a cumulonimbus cloud here. Cold air funnels, if we got cool air aloft, they are often high-based, can tap into that cooler air. Usually after a cold front or in the late summer, fall months, we get them often around here. I get a low pressure close by, something like that. They're pretty fascinating to see. They look really scary, but they're usually pretty tame. Rarely do those touch down. And then even dust devils can happen. We get clear sunny sky out there, get heat and bounce, hot air at the surface rising quickly. It will start to spin, and in warm, dry conditions can pick up dust. Or this time of year, a lot of times farmers are harvesting, so there's a lot of corn crop residue that's left behind, things of that. Those could be pretty common, usually a sign of some drier conditions at the surface. Now, this is part here where Grace is going to play a game.
Oh,
Grace,
good.
are you ready for this?
I'm ready, Jacob.
She's ready for this. So we've got on the screen here the object. We can just take these full as well if we want here.
Oh,
first off, what is that? Is that a tornado, land spout, dust devil, cold air funnel?
Oh, I would kind of say like a dust devil.
Dust devil, that's exactly what it is. It's a nice sunny day here, not much happening with it. So there's no thunderstorm, no updraft nearby, just rotating through a field. Pretty fun to see though, isn't it?
Yeah, that is pretty neat.
Pretty impressive.
So
We've had a number of reports like this, another number of photos come by in recent.
Can the different ones that we just talked about, can any of them form from each other? Or are they completely separate?
They're usually pretty unique, but sometimes it's not a black or white situation. Sometimes you can kind of blur the line with like a land spout or a tornado or cold air funnel land spout. You can sometimes blur those lines a little bit. But pretty much dust devil is out on its own. There's not going to be a dust devil that turns into a tornado. What's this one right here?
I would say this is a tornado.
You know, you would think that. One of the clues, though, is see how high the base of the clouds is there? It's way up there. This is actually a land spout. This happened in Macon County. And looks, you know, it's similar to a weak tornado, very high base. There's really not a direct connection that you can see. Sometimes you can see it connected, but often they don't form with a traditional rotating updraft, which is the case here. What about this one? What's that?
Ooh, I don't know.
So,
I need my little bank of the things we just learned.
So we've got land spout, tornado, cold air funnel, dust devil.
Cold air funnel?
Cold air funnel, that's exactly what that is. It's kind of a dark developing shower in the area. There's some cold air aloft in a day like today. Kind of looks like a late summer, autumn day. Very visible. A lot of people will see them. We've had several instances this summer and early fall where people have spotted them, sent pictures, and they look really scary. Oftentimes, they just suspended there. That's just the cold air aloft that's being tapped into for that. Every once in a while, they can touch down. These are usually fairly weak in nature. Finally, this right here. Can you tell me what that one is? Can you see it in there?
Tornado?
That is a tornado, yeah. So if you look closely there in the center of your screen, that actually was the Christian County EF2 tornado from August. That one was on the ground for 50 minutes. The whole storm is rotating. You can see the rotating wall cloud that's visible above that tornado, that updraft rotating throughout the entire parent thunderstorm, which makes that, in particular, a much more dangerous situation. So there you go.
Yeah.
That's the 4 different types of...
That was definitely a little crash course.
Was it? Yeah. I didn't tell you we were playing a game until you got here.
I know, but I liked it. I liked it. We're going to have to save our other question for next time. How about
I think we can answer this quick. Is severe weather a normal thing in the fall? I could just tell you. It doesn't matter when this time of year it is. Severe weather will happen when the ingredients are right. We do get severe weather in the fall. We get it in the winter. We get it in the spring. We get it in the summer. That's why it's important to be weather aware whenever those conditions warrant.
The app helps that, doesn't it? Okay, if you want to ask Jacob a question, there are all the ways that you can do that. Maybe we'll answer your question next week on Ask Your Meteorologist. Thanks, Jacob.